I like this picture. Who was the woman in the Mandalorian? What did she do? She liked something?
She was a Nazi.
Oh, that's different,
Yeah.
right? I'm thinking of somebody else. Well, she's not a Nazi.
She's a white. She's
See, look at
involved
that.
in white
You're calling
supremacy.
her in that.
She's called other people Nazis.
Right.
So she's the Nazi.
Okay, everyone's a Nazi now.
Yeah.
She does hang with white supremacists.
It's like a Mel Brooks
She does?
movie.
Yeah.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Hangs with white.
I suppose I'm now subject to defamation.
I don't know.
Defamation is a false statement published to a third party by the actor of and concerning the plaintiff, tending to cause damage to the plaintiff's reputation.
Let me run that back for you.
Who was the woman in the Mandalorian? What did she do? She liked something?
She was a Nazi.
Oh, that's different,
Yeah.
right?
I suppose I'm now subject to defamation.
I don't know.
Yup!
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and I will continue to stand with Gina Carano against the vicious, mean-spirited words that are spewed in her direction by people that I could only describe as deeply unhappy, people who have accomplished little to nothing in their actual lives, and look at others, in particular strong females who have accomplished things, with envy, and that envy turns evil. It rots, and it rots them to their core, and they just become some of the most sad individuals. I don't really know how else to describe it, humanly possible. And over the weekend, Bill Maher hosted one of these such individuals, a former politician by the name of Heidi Heitkamp, who simply said some of the most heinous things imaginable about Gina Carano with zero evidence. Now, Bill Maher did question her a little bit, and people are giving Bill a ton of credit. Maybe there's more inside this clip, but it's absolutely heinous. She goes to call her one of the bad guys from WW2, and then she said, as a factual statement, that she hangs out with the Supremes. She states this as a factual statement. Now, Bill Maher does push back a little bit, and this person seems to think, oops, they literally said, oopsie, I did a defamation. Yeah, you did. You knew what you said was incorrect. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't funny. It was libelous. Gina Carano saw the clip, and I feel bad for her. She says here we have more of the dehumanizing phase of cancel culture. Repeat lies over and over until the population takes them as, quote, truth. False, disturbing, and terrible language coming from a former U.S. Senator, Heidi Heitkamp. You knew as soon as you said it that you were liable. And you can see here, I'm going to try to include the clip, and we'll see. I may have to cut it, but let's see.
I like this picture.
Hold on, I want to turn the volume up. Here.
Who was the woman in the Mandalorian? What did
So Bill brings up Gina.
she do? She liked something?
She was a Nazi.
As a fact, she just outright called her one of the bad guys from WW2 as a fact, a factual statement.
Oh, that's different,
Yeah.
right? I'm thinking of somebody else. Well, she's not a Nazi.
She's a white. She's involved.
Bill defends her and says, no, that's not how it works.
You're calling her in that.
She's called other people Nazis.
Right,
So
which
she's
is
the Nazi.
Okay, everyone's a Nazi now.
Yeah.
She does hang with white supremacists.
It's like a Mel Brooks
She does?
movie.
Again, another hilariously incorrect statement. She just hangs with members of the Klan.
Yeah.
Hangs with white.
I suppose I'm now subject to defamation.
I don't know.
Yes, you admit immediately that you lied. Why would you do this? Like, what a crotch. I don't know any other way to like say this. Why, on what planet would you think that this is something that's okay to say? I mean, I don't get it. The action of making false spoken statements damaging to a person's reputation. The definition of slander. You can see Chrissy Maher saying, it's so obvious that she's trying hard to be edgy for Bill. Politicians like her should focus harder on coming across authentic rather than trying to get a laugh. What a disgusting, pathetic excuse for a redhead. This never ends. Sue her. Here's Overlord DVD. She needs to pay dearly for this slander. The problem is, and you see Quarter Black saying, this is terrible. And to think, if Bill wasn't there, this lady would have got away with saying it. These people should be sued. Yeah. I mean, I think so. Now, Gina has money. She has the means to take Heidi, wear a mask, Heitkamp. Do you know what I noticed, though? Her initials are HH. I wonder if she also enjoys shopping at Hugo Boss. Now, let's see. Now, I mean, that's just what I heard. I just heard that. I'm not saying that's true. I have no proof whatsoever that Heidi, enjoys the musings of Mr. Hankety Clankety from WW2. I don't have any proof of that. I'm not saying that it's true. I don't have any proof that she also attends, Klan meetings. That's not true. I don't know why anyone would be saying that. I'll be on HBO Real Timers with Bill Maher tonight at 10. Let's see how that went. 146 likes. Pathetic. 1.2 thousand replies. Let's see how that went for you. Don't try to ruin your life with my life with lies when your life can be ruined by the truth. You can see, unlike the failed senator, God, I hope Gina Carano sues you. Here's Jacob Berry saying, you lied about someone, calling them a terrible thing. You should be ashamed of yourself, Heidi. These are some of the top replies. Look up the word liable in a law dictionary. That's way none of what's coming to you will be a surprise. You've picked the absolute wrong woman in the world to challenge. You lied about Gina. Here's Luke Bernard with a director in Hollywood says, Heidi, what the F is wrong with you? You can't call everyone this. You're minimizing what happened to 6 million people. I look, you need to apologize. Stop using our passings for political clout. Apologize. I mean, respectfully, I've been a long time of Gina Carano, going back to when she was a professional fighter. So by your logic, does that mean that I, who votes blue, votes blue, votes true, suddenly replace the stars and stripes I swore to defend with retract your hate? Slander lawsuit coming your way. I mean, what is with these people? I mean, the truth is, here's Jeremy Boring says, truth is, Gina Carano's greatest sin was suggesting we shouldn't treat people the way Heidi Heitkamp treats her here. Gina is a far, far better person than Heidi Heitkamp. I don't disagree. This via abounding in the comics. Heitkamp publicly declared Carano a terrible thing in March 19th, 2021 episode appearance on Real Time with Bill Maher, where she appeared as the episode featured guest alongside Reason editor-in-chief Nick Gillespie. During the course of the episode, Maher would eventually turn the topic of conversation to cancel culture, lamenting, I don't want to talk about cancel culture and this nonsense every week, but I just think I don't think people understand how much of a tsunami and how fast the goalpost changes almost on a weekly basis. No, what you want to say now is what you listen to. They can get you for that, Bill Maher continued. What you order, what you like, any sort of occasion, or a retweet or something. Or, I like this picture. In support of his point about cancel culture and an overly punitive and judgmental form of social interaction, Maher sought to point out the firing of Carano, but could not recall her name off the top of his head. Carano was fired from Disney and Lucasfilm, as we know. Because so we got this. We already know the post. Given his moment of forgetfulness, Maher turned to ask the panel, who was the woman in The Mandalorian. He asked she liked something before she was immediately met with a response from Heitkamp, who laughed and stated that she was one of the bad guys from WW2. She's involved in the supremacies, she added. Gillespie soon pointed out the absurdity of Heitkamp's statement, noting that she called other people that thing, so she's that thing, leading Maher to exasperately summarize, okay, everyone's that thing now. She does hang out with the Supremes, the former senator said. She does? She hangs out with them? Subsequently asked a baffled Maher, to which Heitkamp confirmed yes. Though Maher attempted to argue that Carano could only be considered this when measured against a set of ever-moving goalposts, Heitkamp proceeded to turn the conversation away from Carano, declaring, I suppose now I'm subject to defamation now, but we really have to be careful. There's two things the Republicans think are going to get Biden on: cancel culture and this whole Dr. Seuss stuff that's going on, where they're reading Green Eggs and Ham and proving that some of these senators can actually read. And immigration. Ultimately, though unsurprisingly, Heitkamp failed to present any further argument of evidence in support of her claims at any point during the remainder of the episode. This particular exchange between Heitkamp, Gillespie, and Maher was captured and uploaded by Twitter user YetiCast, who asked, why have I not seen anyone talking about this? A former U.S. senator calls Gina Carano some of the most heinous things while on Real Time with Bill Maher. How is this not slander? Later on in the discussion, Heitkamp would add that she was so sick of Republicans using the term cancel culture to summarize how victimized in the Republican Party. Well, I mean, I don't really know what else you're supposed to say. I would wholeheartedly expect former Senator Heidi Heitkamp to issue a swift apology today. Sadly, though, that apology will only be in reaction to the outrage. It won't be because she knows she said something wrong, because she would have taken that opportunity 2 weeks ago. And I hope Gina does slap her with a defamation suit. That would be great. You know what, Gina, I know you have plenty of financial means. I know you do, but okay, I think I know why she has a problem with Gina Carano. Okay, so I know, but I would crowdfund. I'd give you money in a crowdfund. I don't think you should have to bear this expense by yourself. I'm happy to help. I know my subscribers would be too. I stand with Gina Carano. I stand against these vile lies spread about her, and I stand against cancel culture. And if you do too, please make sure you leave a like on this video. And if you haven't yet, there's a red subscribe button down below. Please do consider clicking that. It's the only way you'll find my videos. I hope you enjoyed this one. We'll talk to you again real soon.